Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to clear your credit history and specifically the credit report dispute process. Now, this is going to exercise your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, that was passed way back in 1970, because even way back then, there were errors and mistakes that were showing up on people's credit reports. Here we are 4 decades later in 2017, and in 2013, a few years ago, the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, part of our government, studied the accuracy of consumer credit reports. What did they find? 1 in 5 Americans contain an error on their credit report. 1 in 5. That's millions of people. 1 in 10 of these people have an error that is serious enough and significant enough to be damaging their credit score and really screwing up their life, to put it nicely, put it mildly. Your credit reports are not accurate according to anybody and haven't been accurate for decades now, according even to our own government. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, there's 3 ways to file your credit dispute. And let's add, there's been amendments that have since been passed where you can dispute the data furnisher directly. That's the creditor, that's the lender, that's the collection agency, that's the company that's reporting this information about you. However, you can also still dispute each one of the credit bureaus and their report about you, the information they've collected about you. Just that's on a side. There's 3 ways to file your dispute. You can do it online, over the phone, or by old-fashioned snail mail, which we recommend. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute, and they have to find it valid, and then they're required to conduct an investigation. During an investigation, they're going to contact the data furnisher, the creditor, the lender, the company that's reporting that information about you, and they're going to request verification on your account. According to the law, if any information, any item is not verified, then according to the law, it has to be removed from your credit report. There's many other aspects to this, but just as an example, with a debt collection, if one company is unable to collect from you, they almost always sell your account to yet another collection agency. If you're disputing that first company, when they get the credit bureau's contact and the credit bureau is asking them to verify the account, there's nothing for them to gain. They can't earn any more money by verifying your account. They've already earned every penny they could by selling your account. So it's rarely discussed, but one of the most common results of credit bureau investigations is the item is not verified and it must be removed from your credit report. No joke. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now the challenge, and this is the challenge that stops so many people. The challenge is the credit bureaus have to first find your dispute valid. And we can thank our politicians and their typical politics for that one, because it doesn't make any sense at all. The credit bureaus have to first find your dispute valid and then they'll investigate. And just as an example of how little sense that makes, a few years ago, not too long ago, 60 Minutes did a full story on how backwards this whole system is for you and me. Mike DeWine, Ohio's Attorney General, was on national television on 60 Minutes, and he said, and I quote, "The credit bureaus operate in direct violation of federal law." An example of this in real life is Julie Miller, a woman in Oregon. A few years ago, she was awarded $18.6 million in a lawsuit, and I believe it was Equifax. Don't quote me on that. That's just off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm almost positive it was Equifax. It could have been one of the others, but the point was simply she had done everything according to the law. The credit bureau, the most common response is the credit bureaus are going to ask for more information. They did that with Julie Miller. She invested years and sent them numerous letters over and over. She included W-2s, she included bills, she included everything but her daggone DNA. And this was one of the most egregious and obvious of errors that anybody and their brother could have easily seen, but they didn't. That's why she was awarded over $18 million, and most of that was The award was simply, hey, other credit bureaus, pay attention to this, do not screw over other consumers. And the reason the credit bureaus don't care about this, and they don't, and it's okay, but they do not care about you or me. The reason is because there's no profits to be earned there. The credit bureaus were built simply by collecting information about you and me and then selling that to potential lenders, potential creditors. Only in the most recent years have they even offered consumer products. They didn't have anything that you or I could buy from them directly for decades. They just collected the information about us and then sold it to other people. It had nothing to do with us. They've been repeatedly fined by the Federal Trade Commission for violating consumer rights. And as much as we want to badmouth them, every single year there are millions of items that are successfully removed from your credit reports. Please, please don't be one more victim that just lives with this stuff on their credit report, that just lives with bad credit for even 7 expensive, embarrassing, and costly years. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article on our website for the full scoop. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to deal with debt collections and those snarky debt collectors. So do subscribe, have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.